Hi everyone. Welcome to the Science Info channel. Today we will discuss which 9 new technologies will trends in 2021. Before we get started, make sure to like and share this video, smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Was 2020 the most notable year in terms of technological breakthroughs and headline-worthy innovations? Nope. It was the COVID year. Still, a lot has happened that was pushed back from the headlines thanks to the virus. This seems like a big claim, but let's acknowledge the facts. The past year brought us discoveries, usually reserved for science fiction books. These included subatomic particles, AI that can smell diseases, and the first gene-edited babies. Virtual reality and artificial intelligence continue to be among the fastest-growing markets, almost doubling their net worth in the last 12 months. One thing seems certain. Technology is going to continue changing our lives. Time to look into the future. What are the new technology trends of 2021? How will they change our lives for the better? Which sectors will benefit the most from this rapid progress? How will these innovations affect us in the long term? And most importantly, is there a limit to how much technology can develop? Here's the Science Info channel's take on the future. Number 1. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence will be a godsend for the cybersecurity industry. With data leaks happening all the time, artificial intelligence will resolve several of the biggest pain points for cybersecurity experts. After all, artificial intelligence is all about automation, and machine learning is a crucial part of this process. It allows machines to observe us and learn from our behavior. The latest computer technologies can detect patterns in hacker attacks and provide predictive analysis for breaches before they occur. Artificial intelligence is by no means a modern or unique concept. Artificial intelligence research has been going on for over 60 years, and a lot of big companies are already using it in their everyday operations. Still, artificial intelligence continues to be a tough nut to crack, so it's still expensive to develop. The biggest challenge of 2021 will be to make this tech publicly affordable. Number 2. Blockchain. When someone mentions blockchain, the first association that springs to mind is usually Bitcoin. That's not too surprising, as the financial and banking sectors were the first to experience blockchain technology in action. The thing is, blockchain is far more than just Bitcoin. While it does power Bitcoin, it is primarily the trending does so through a decentralized network of ever-growing computer records called ledgers. Each ledger contains just a fraction of the data, so even if someone gains unauthorized access, they will not be able to piece anything meaningful together. Another sector that is patiently observing the development of blockchain tech is cybersecurity. It is a perfect example of how blockchain can expand far beyond the field of finance. We live in a highly digitalized world where alarming news of data breaches surface every day. This is why blockchain can emerge as one of the hottest technology trends when it comes to protecting your privacy. Blockchain benefits come in many shapes and forms. The food industry will be able to benefit from more transparency and stronger client-vendor relationships, while the voting process could evolve and diminish the risks of rigging. In short, blockchain offers a pool of untapped potential, and 2021 will undoubtedly be another step toward realizing it. Number 3. Internet of Things, IoT. Another technology that has been around for years, but is yet to develop fully, is the Internet of Things, IoT. Imagine this scenario. You are on your way to hold a presentation in front of your whole department when you are suddenly stuck in a traffic jam that seems to go for miles. Nothing to worry about. New technologies will help your phone detect the delay and send information to your work computer. It will find the best time to reschedule the meeting and send notifications to your colleagues, so they don't just sit and wait to no avail. In the meantime, your car will adapt to the current traffic situation and optimize your fuel consumption. Sounds like a scene from a sci-fi movie, but IoT is very capable of that and more. We have already explored the new technology trends of 2021 in IoT, so be sure to check out this article for more information. Number 4. Virtual reality and augmented reality. Virtual reality had a bumpy start when it was first introduced in the 50s. The last decades have seen some significant improvements in terms of quality and usefulness in different sectors. Still, the technology remains relatively expensive for mass consumption. While the market has grown somewhat, most people use VR sets out of pure curiosity, rather than actual utility or entertainment. At this moment, The adoption rates for VR are still fairly limited for both businesses and individual users. Is VR heading in the right direction? The newest tech trends show that the AR market will surpass $130 billion by 2021, whereas the VR market will bring revenues as large as $75 billion in 2021. These massive numbers correspond to several technological advancements for both AR and VR. Our secret weapon is mobile integration. Implementing our apps on smartphones and tablets will make the technology more accessible since no headset will be needed. So far, several AR tools are available on mobile app stores, and app development is quickly ramping up. Critics all agree that Pokémon Go represents the most successful AR app effort so far. Even so, the tech was relatively limited back when the game was released. By studying the technology trends of 2021, we can expect more immersive AR-based games and apps. Number 5. Smart spaces. We have smartphones in our pockets, use smart wearables, talk to our smart speakers, and rely on smart home security systems. What's the next logical step? Introducing smart spaces. Smart spaces are one of the latest tech trends that are deeply intertwined with the growth of IoT. The number of devices connected to the IoT network will pass the 30 billion mark in less than 2 years, which creates exciting opportunities for fully digitalized home and work areas. Sociological studies predicted that by the end of 2020 more than 1 billion people will have left their fixed desks behind. This means at least 13% of the world population will be looking to benefit from spaces, which can be customized according to their specific needs. Dare we dream about smart cities next? Number 6. 5G networks. Any list of emerging tech trends will not be complete without the latest innovations in mobile. This year all eyes are on 5G. The new generation standard in mobile communications promises increased speeds and low latency. That is excellent news, considering we are doing much more on our phones than ever before. To put things into perspective, 5G networks are under serious development for over a decade. Now, providers are beta testing their networks, and predictions estimate that 5G will start rolling out in several cities this year. Technology trends of 2021 predict that a full launch will soon follow. 5G will offer much faster and more reliable internet connections to smartphones and other devices. Average download speeds sit at approximately 1 GB per second, and the overall network bandwidth is vastly increased. Currently, the worldwide average internet speed is only 10 megabytes per second, so 5G can potentially offer a connection that is 100 times faster. Things get even better though. Tests show that 5G networks can support multiple connections at 10 gigabytes per second, whereas some networks have already offered speeds over 500 gigabytes per second. The future technology timeline will ensure that there is no longer a concern over internet connection speeds. Number 7. Automotive. Major car manufacturers were relatively quick to recognize the importance of clean energy and are already dipping their toes in the electric car market. Sales in the US almost tripled in the last year, and the number of electric vehicles is expected to jump from 3 million to 25 million in the next decade. We should all look to contribute to a greener future, so the big question is: will the new technology trends of 2021 be the beginning of the end for the combustion engine? Seems that way, doesn't it? Lately, the number of electric vehicles has soared. Companies like Tesla are leading the way, yet numerous other car manufacturers are selling a significant amount of EVs. This is quite understandable, given the wide variety of benefits offered by electric vehicles. These include zero emissions, government incentives, lower costs for fill-ups, and instant torque. Despite these advantages, the percentage of EVs compared to combustion-based cars is still low. So, where's EV technology going? Several trends will pave the way for worldwide EV adoption. In the next 2 years, we can expect 2 major developments: better EVs, and better infrastructure. So far, the EV market has mostly focused on sedans and small cars. The next few years will bring forward more options for car buyers, as manufacturers are ramping up production. Number 8. Medicare. Healthcare and artificial intelligence formed an unbreakable bond years ago. Tech industry trends and investments in technology helped a lot in moving us out from the dark ages, notably by eliminating diseases that had plagued humanity since the dawn of time. There is still a long way to go, though. In the near future, Big pharma companies will be employing artificial intelligence-driven technologies to optimize the drug delivery process, which will improve the interaction between clients and drug providers. We will be able to get personalized information straight from medical specialists, and they will, in turn, benefit from our immediate feedback. The healthcare industry is directly influenced by many digital technology trends. Just last year, the FDA approved companies like IDX, who researches in autonomous eye disease detection, viz. AI, diagnostics for life-threatening diseases, and Imagen, AI application in medical image analysis. Maybe considerably longer life expectancy is another thing to make the transition from sci-fi books to reality. Number 9. Digital ethics and privacy. While this trend doesn't pertain directly to technology or software developments, it is most likely one of the most important and relevant tech topics to keep an eye on. In short, digital ethics represents the study concerning the impact of technology on society, responsible for finding the right approach towards integrating tech in our daily lives. It mostly focuses on the ethical aspects associated with current and future tech, alongside the digital technology trends of 2021. The most relevant example of digital ethics concerns self-driving cars. As such, in the face of imminent impact, should an autonomous car attempt to save the passenger by hitting a pedestrian? Or should it cause a crash that may be fatal for the driver, thus saving the pedestrian? Additionally, who's legally liable in case of an accident? These are questions that digital ethics attempt to answer. Digital ethics are also concerned with artificial intelligence. Once developers create neural networks capable of general intelligence, AI machines will have quite a bit of power. In this case, it is important to determine the extent of their intelligence, and solutions to a variety of challenges that an AI may encounter. Perhaps, future technology inventions will implement digital ethics at their core. Privacy is also a growing concern. How can you ensure freedom of speech, alongside privacy in a world where surveillance can be triggered at the push of a button? So far, numerous companies collect private data for advertisement purposes, but is this ethical? How can we protect private data contained on our devices? Who makes sure that the right to privacy isn't abused by tech companies and governments? Unfortunately, we don't have pertinent answers to these questions yet. This only shows how relevant digital ethics and privacy are for society as a whole. Here are the Science Info Channel's closing thoughts. Big data shapes up to be the common denominator between all upcoming technologies. The web is already packing massive amounts of data. How we deal with it might determine the whole course of humanity, so no pressure or anything. There is no way to know whether all the new technology trends of 2021 will take off and cause an immediate impact. One thing is for sure though. The hopes that technology will be a silver bullet are higher than ever. Thanks for watching.